everyone. Hello. Today we are going to make a candy money bouquet. And I'm going to show you some of the supplies first that we're going to use. You need a glue gun, you need some tape, you need some skewers. I have two different sizes. I don't know which one's going to work the absolute best, so I have 12 and 10. I have money. I have lots of money. This came from Amazon. It was $8. This is just a I'm not gonna say a practice bouquet, but this is just a tutorial bouquet, which is also a practice bouquet. So I'm going to use the fake money. After I make a bouquet, I always have to pull my real money off of it, and so I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy some money. Of course, like I say, glue gun. You need some good tape. I am going to use this Lindor candy right here. I'm also going to use an X-Acto knife, some scissors, some roses, a ruler, some tape, a box, some cardboard, some flour paper, and some dry foam. So we have a lot of stuff. I hope I didn't leave anything out, but we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing I usually do is make my money on the skewers, and I have decided to use the 12-inch skewers instead of the 10. First thing I'm going to do is I forgot two things. This is a cardboard roll. It's really sturdy. We're going to use this for our handle on here, and this came from inside of a roll of vinyl. This came from inside a roll of vinyl, and I want this to stick right here so we can have a handle. So we are going to glue this, and we are going to glue it some more. I'm going to use some clear tape. I opened this earlier to look inside of it, so I don't want it to fall apart. So I'm just going to put a little bit more tape on it, just to make sure it doesn't come open, because I did open it to be nosy. Okay, let me grab this box right here. I have an Amazon box. I'm just going to cut one of these flaps off, because I'm just going to use it to make this more sturdy. You don't want it sticking out around your heart, out of the edge, but you do want it to be able to be flat here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a circle here. I'm going to trace this. I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife. I'm just going in light, just making a circle, just showing where it is. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some lines . I'm just going to spin and cut lines, because I'm trying to remove most of this circle. I'm just spinning and cutting lines. You can cut this with your scissors, or if you like, you can cut it with an X-Acto knife. This does not have to be perfect. This is not going to be seen. But I want to jam this circle inside of here. And so I did not go all the way to my line around the edge, because I can take away, but it's hard to add back. So what I'm going to do is I took out most of the circle, and then from my line, I'm just going to cut some little stripes, and I'll show you. So I went from my line on the outside and I just cut little stripes. That way I can slide this on here. I'm going to do it from this end. And I'm just going to slide it on all the way down to the bottom. See? See how my little stripes flip on the edge? So I'm just going to slide this all the way down. And once I get close to the bottom, I'm going to add some glue around it because I want it to stick. And I'm just going to slide this on down to the bottom, just like so. See, I have glue all the way down right here. So this is just going to help it be more sturdy. We're going to add more glue, but I am going to glue this, my handle. This is a handle that I made. I'm going to glue my handle to my box because I want this to, you're going to need lots of glue. My glue stick just ran out. As much glue as you can get on here to glue this to here. You're going to try to find the center. You may need to stand up to find the center. You can still move it if you need to. And I'm just going to hold this on here until it dries. I did this first because I want this to just go ahead and just be here. Just be, you know, sitting around. So it can be good and sturdy. So guess what I'm going to do now? Now I'm just piling up glue around here. I'm just going to go up the stem a little and just kind of let it run down to the bottom. You can never go wrong with this glue here. Can never have too much because you want it to be good and sturdy. You don't want it to fall apart. So I'm just going in with as much as I can. I'm gonna go up a little bit higher. All of this is going to be covered up. I'm almost using a whole stick of glue here. Because I love to reinforce, I'm going to put some duct tape on here as well. I don't want this to fall apart. I don't want my customer to get it and be holding it and then all of a sudden, you know, their flowers like, you know, fall on the ground. So whatever I have to do to keep it its sturdiest, I'm going to do. Like I said, none of this is going to show. Do you have to do this? You don't. I tell y'all all the time, just because I do it does not mean you have to do it. You may find a better way than me, a better method. I always put this on here and cut it, and I didn't this time. I don't know why. That's why I'm having a fuss over here. If you just put it, this is a cutting mat. If you just put it on here and just like make slices, you could just slice it and then just remove it and stick it. I know this is going to be, you know, it's going to be super heavy. So that's why I'm doing all of this. You may ask, like, why are you doing all of this? Because it's going to be heavy. So why not? Why not? It's better to be safe than sorry. And I might even go and put 1 or 2 pieces right here. And then that'll be it. So all together, I probably use like 1.5 feet, which is 12, you know, 12 inches plus 6 inches, which is 18. That's about how many I use, which wasn't a lot. So that's not a lot. I'm just going to press all this down real good. And then I'm going to sit it to the side so it can get as hard as it needs to get. I don't want any of my tape to go on the outside of my heart though. So even though it'll be covered up, I still want it to remain neat. And it's pretty sturdy right now. Pretty sturdy right now. I lied. I'm going to put a couple more pieces. I just can't. You just can't be too careful. 4 more pieces, and I promise that's it. I'm just going to put these here. Oh, I broke a nail. All right, that was it. I'm not putting any more. I'm going to press everything down. This tape, I mean, this it's still warm. So, look, it's already pretty strong, but I'm going to sit it to the side so it can just continue to harden. I'm just going to sit it to the side. Okay. Okay, so keep in mind that this is very messy. This is a block of dry foam. I just took it out the pack and it made all this mess. So I want this to be about, I really want it to be about, I'm gonna cut it at about 2 inches. So I just have a kitchen knife, a big kitchen knife. It's not a little kitchen knife. And I'm just gonna cut it around 2 inches. I'm gonna cut 4 of these. And I'm going to cut this one in half. Oh, my inches are not perfect. But it's okay. You can cut it down more if you need to. If you want to. Because we are going to use all of these together like this. Okay. So, I shaved them down a little bit more. They don't have to be even at all. They don't have to be. But nevertheless, we're going to glue these on this cardboard here. We're going to glue them the same way we did the other thing with some hot glue. We're going to glue that there. We're just going to glue them all together. So after you glue them together, they shall look like this. They're glued together. And so now I'm going to remove this excess from around the edge. I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife, and then I'm just going to cut off. You can use scissors. It don't matter. Just cut off the cardboard that's hanging over the edge. Doesn't have to be neat. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just cut that cardboard off. The more money that you put on an arrangement, the bigger this needs to be. If you're only going to put like $50 on it, this is good enough. Doesn't need to be bigger than this. But if you're going to put like an arrangement that has like 100 bills on it, then you'll probably have to double this size. I'm making a huge mess. Okay, so the only other thing about this is I need a circle in the middle because I want to put this on here. I'm going to put it up probably about right here, and I need to slide this on. So I'm going to grab another one of these, and then I'm going to make a hole in the middle of this one. So I grabbed another one, trying to keep my mess together. And I'm going to put this circle in the middle. And I'm going to press it down. And I'm going to twist. Would you look at there? It came out. See there? And now I have to do the same thing I did to the top. I have to cut this circle out. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut most of the circle out. I'm just going to start cutting out little pieces of it. See? You don't have to cut the whole circle out at once because you don't even know where the circle is. See, it's not perfect at all. And so once I get most of the circle out, I'm going to cut little lines away from the center so I can slide it on just like I did with the last one. The more little slashes, lines you cut, the easier it will be to slide on. See, it looks like a little sun. So this is going on this way, like this. It's going on this way. I will be out of camera for 1 second, but I'm going to slide it on. Let me see if I can get this back some. And get this taller. There we go. So I am going to put this on. And I'm going to slide slow. I'm going to hold this. Hold on. Before I do this, I'm actually going to take this one and push it through because I don't care about. I'm pushing it through, trying to make it, come through down here. But if I get this one through first, then I can focus on this one here. Then I can clean up my mess. See, I got it through. So now I'm going to slide this on. I'm going to hold this and I'm going to imagine where I want it to be. That seems about right for me. I'm probably about a little bit over halfway down. I'm going to put like a little mark here. You can draw it with the pen so you can see it better. That way I can slide this up. Then I can put glue on here all the way around. I'm going to spread this around because my glue stick just ran out. And then I'm going to slide this down into place. And if I grab a skewer and put it here and stick it here. See, I'm measuring my skewer is going to go to here and then it'll stick up about that much. So that's about right. That's about right. So you can always cut the skewer down a little bit if you need to. So that's a good spot for it. I've glued it down. I got a whole mess going on here. And now I'm going to do the same thing right here where I'm going to reinforce it with glue that I did at the top. And then I'm just going to let it, I'm not going to put all that extra tape here. I'm just going to let it do what it do. I'm just going to sit it down, let it get hard. And I'm going to take an intermission and clean up my mess. Because for right now, I'm done with this, a lot of the mess. So I'm going to clean this up real quick, clean off my desk, and then I'll be right back. I am back. My surface is wet, but I'm back. So, money. There are a lot of different ways that you can do this. I am going to do this in the heart method, but listen. As your teacher, I want to let you know that I have OCD, and y'all know that. So all of my things have to be the exact same. I watch so many people do money bouquets, and I cringe because their stuff isn't perfect. So if you're not going to do it perfect, then don't make these. That's what I'm going to say. Or make them for family members, but don't sell them. Do not sell this until you make it neat. Yes, I said it. And I'm sorry, I said it. If you're going to take it and put your skewer in the middle, you want to see where the middle is. Now, mind you, you know, I told you that this one is fake. If I put the ends together and put one little small crease at the bottom, I know exactly where my center is. My center is right on the outside of this blue line. And then let's say I'll go up to, and you can roll these in or out. It doesn't matter. It depends on how you want to roll it. You can put it on this side and roll it so the 100 can be on the outside. You know, that the face can be on the outside. It doesn't matter. So all I know is I'm going to do all of these the exact same. So this goes over a little bit. And then I'm going to go up to this little spot right here, where his hair meets. So I'm going to go on the side of the blue to where his hair meets. And then I'm going to tape. And so I went up to where his hair started right here on the side of the blue. And I'm going to do every one the same. So I'm going to go do the next one. I'm going to go to where right on the side of the blue to where the hair comes down, and I'm going to tape. And these are the same. They're the same. And so now, after you tape them all like this, then you are going to make a heart. You are going to twist these two in, and you're going to make a little heart right here. It's a heart. See, it's a heart. So you're going to take the two outsides, the two outside corners, and you're going to bring them together flat like this. Just like so. Once you do that, you're going to keep pulling them in until you make like a little booty cheek right there. I don't know what to call it. But it'll be better if you have a tape dispenser. That way you can just use one hand. And I do have a tape dispenser over there. I need to go get it. But once you get your little, grab your little heart, put your ends together, put them perfectly together. And then once you get them together, once my two letters start to meet each other, once my O meets my S, then I know it's tight enough. And once my O meets my S, then I'm going to take this little piece of tape, and then I'm going to tape, you just need a little tiny piece. I'm just going to tape that together right there. And so you have a little heart. And so you take one more little tiny piece. This is not real money though. So I'm going to tape this little corner together right here because I want it to be perfect. Right there. So there we go. We have our little heart. It's perfect. And I'm going to make a lot more of these. So I'm going to make 40 of them. And once you make it, you get you an empty box, and then you just poke them down in the box to hold them. So it's just, so this box is going to be full over here, and that's what you do. You just keep doing that. Okay, so I put my rubber band along this edge right here. I'm just using this pot to hold them in, and I am simply pushing the roses all the way down. After I get it down, I make sure no leaves are in the way right here, and I simply take one little piece of tape and I put it on the rubber band to hold it in that spot. And I'm going to keep going around until I get this entire shape. I'm just cutting the stems halfway down. Of course, it's going to be heavier on one side since I'm just working on this one side right now. Of course, but of course, but of course. So if you want to just start tucking some flowers on this end over here, or lay something over here that's going to help, you know, balance the weight, then do that. Pull the leaf from under the, and then tape. Then put the next color in. It's getting heavy on this one side. I need something heavier. Put my lotion there. I just cut it off, stick it in the rubber band, pull the leaves through, and then put a piece of tape in between the two flowers just so it can hold that rubber band in place without moving it. Put a flower, put a piece of tape, put another flower, put another piece of tape. Move the leaf out of the way. Put another piece of tape. The tape is just holding the rubber band. I wanted all the same color flowers, like I was stating before, but the store did not have them. So I'm just gonna do what I can do with what they gave me. You don't need all of these leaves, so you can pull a lot of them off. We're almost around. I think I can fit 2 more. Two more. This rubber band came from Walmart in the section. I'm gonna cut these down. You don't really need them. I feel like a florist. A florist. That's what I feel like. And when you make these for somebody, I would suggest, if you're not putting any water supply with the flowers, I mean, most people don't get flowers, you know. They're only going to last the people a day or so before they start turning. So you might want to maybe let your customers know that, because these aren't meant to like sit on the shelves for a long time because they're not in water. So I'm just putting a couple of extra pieces of tape if I see a spot that needs them. Of course, that'll all be, and look how pretty that is. Real flowers. Now let's add some money. I have these Longo skewers. And I think they are too long, so I'm going to cut off about 1 inch of them. And I guess that's good enough. So we're gonna go in between all of the flowers just like that. I might want to cut off a little bit more, like a 1/2 more inch. I have some cutters, so I'm totally gonna go get those. That way I can have them flush with the flowers. I had 10-inch skewers, but I didn't know if I wanted to use those or not. Let me get one of these cutters over here from somewhere. Let me think. Where's my toolbox? I saw it in here. I might just have to go with the flow. But I have a toolbox with some cutters that I bought especially for this. I bought the tools just for the skewers. I don't know where my toolbox is. I'm going to step out of the room. Kalani, you know what my toolbox is? My toolbox is always in here, so I'm not sure why it is missing. So I'm just going to go with the flow. These can also be broken, which is probably easier. And you're just going to keep putting them side by side and keep moving around. Don't break off too much. You can always break off more if need be. So we're actually making the money in the shape of a heart, and we're making the flowers in the shape of the heart, the candies in the shape of a heart. You get it. You get it. You get it. You get it. And look at this one, how it came. The tape came loose. That does happen. Especially when you just throw them down like I did. I was trying to see if you, I'm filming, so I wanted to see if you knew where my toolbox was. As I put this one in, it came loose. She found my toolbox and it was in here. Just sit it down. Now you can go get me another pill. I got a headache. You can get me one of them Motrins. They just in that little box. That first, they ain't in there. They in that first box you gave me. Just sitting in there. One pill? Yep. Sometimes I stick it in there and it won't go down far enough to make them all even. So far, I really want to put another rubber band on it, honestly. Huh?
What's up? Put it in the cup.
Nope. Put it in my mouth. Here, just put it in there.
Mama.
She's so weird.
You can. Kitty patootie.
Thank you. Ouch! I just poked myself. Close that door for me. I poked myself with a spoon, with a piece of wood. I was determined not to be on camera, but hey. Could have been okay with the 10 inches skewers, but I didn't want them to be too short. So I'd rather cut them down. So this is how much we have left. Sometimes I'll sit down and hold this in my legs like this But if you have something that you can sit it on, it works really well. And if you're going to cut these like me, make sure you have on some eye protection, because you can make it fly up and hit yourself, or either hold this in while you cut, because it will fly up and hit you, or it can rather. Probably 5 or 6 more. And I'll tell you how many. I made 30. But it depends on how, I mean, the flowers will vary how many you can get on there. Depends on how open your flowers are. When I first bought these flowers, they were really tight, but they have been in the refrigerator. So they have, you know, open some. So, like I said, I can't tell you the exact amount of flowers it's going to take you, because it depends on what kind of flowers you use. I use roses, and I bought 2 dozen, and I have 3 of each left. So what's 12 minus 6? 12 plus 12 is 24 minus 6. So I used 18 of them. So 2 more will fit. And I made 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is left. So that means I use 20 of these. This one too long, that one too short. I need a happy medium. Now I can go back and twist them. I can cut some down if I need to. I noticed that some of mine are taller on one side than the other side. Let me pick this up so I can show you what it looks like so far. And this is the heart this way, like that. It looks really good. And now we have to put our papers on the outside. Once we put our papers on the outside, it will make this tighter. But I may attempt to even put another rubber band on here, because I want these flush with the flowers. Some of them are a little loose. This needs to be cut a little. Some of them are a little tall. Some of them are not. If you want yours to be nice and neat, then you'll go around and look at it and fix the ones that need to be fixed. I'm going to grab another rubber band. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to try it. I could also probably use a piece of string, but the only thing is, once I use the string, I'll have to wrap the string around every one of them, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with doing that. that might be an even better idea. And let me show you what I mean. So this is time consuming. I can tie a little twine around one. I'm just gonna put a little knot on it at the top, one more little knot, and then I can wrap this around here, and then like every couple ones I can just loop it around that one. That means wrap it twice around that one, and then pull it, make sure it's on the outside of everything, just so we can keep everything up nice and snug. I wrapped it around twice. I go around 2 or 3 of them, and then to keep it tight, make sure this is on outside of everything, and then keep going around. Skip 2 or 3, wrap it around twice on one, I tied a knot on accident. Let me fix it. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it around twice. And then I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna pick another one, wrap it around twice. And then I can go right back to the first one and tie it tight. Back to the, you know, where it met at. Just 2 little knots. Okay, so I'm gonna look at everything again, make sure everything is twisted correctly, make sure nothing is, once I pull that, the ones that is wrapped around, it turns some of them a little bit. So you'll have to fix a few of them. Which way is the heart? The heart is this way, and that looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you were feeling, you know, if you were really feeling yourself, you could go around this with the second row of money. You can take it, and then you can start building another row right outside of this row. If I had enough, I would. I do have enough, but I don't have enough rolled right now, so I'm not. But you could definitely do that. So now I'm gonna pause, clean up another mess, and then we are going to start putting our paper on the outside. I have all this box that I bought from Amazon of paper, floral paper. I have all different kinds. Can you close that door for me? I have all different colors. You could just pick what color matches what you're using. They have all different kinds. This is just a multicolored box. I think I'm going, since my flowers are pink, and I think I'll use the pink. I didn't necessarily want to use the pink, but that's what I wanted. I didn't get the colored flowers I wanted. Let's just say that. I'm gonna say that again. So I did not get the flowers colors that I wanted, but this is a whole box. It's like $40-something. I'll leave you the link. And we're gonna use probably, there's a lot of different ways to fold this paper as well. I'm gonna push this over without, there's a lot of different ways to fold this paper. I'm probably going to take out 3 of each. Well, I'll just take out the whole pack. I'll show you 2 different ways to fold it. You can decide which way you want to fold it for yourself. The pink kind of matches, and that's a kind of. There's literally a bug inside of this paper. It's dead, but it's a bug. That's crazy. I hope there's none that's alive inside of here. But that bug came all the way from China, probably. And it's right there. It's like dead and smushed, and no thank you. But anyway, I'm going to take out, you need tape for this. I'm going to take out 1 sheet for now. I'm going to make this go down so you can watch. There are different ways to fold this paper. You can fold it like this, and then like this again. That way you have 1, 2, 3, 4 points, and you can attach it like that. Or you can take it and you can fold it in thirds. You can fold it a third that way, forward, and a third backwards. And once you get it folded a third forward and backwards, you're just going to spread it apart. You can go either way. You can spread it apart this way. This way is a little bit harder. That way you have a point here and a point here. And then you put a piece of tape here to hold it, and you flip it over and put a piece of tape here to hold it. I would suggest that you make 1 of each and then hold it up to your flower. Hold it up to your flower and see which one you like the best. That's what I would say. So that would be my suggestion. Both of them are really pretty. Both of them are really popular. And you can do either one. You can do either one. Once you get it folded like this, then you're going to take you a piece of tape and put a piece of tape here to flatten it out right there. I have all kind of stuff on this desk right now, so my tape is like touching my hand and touching the, put you a good piece of clear tape right there, and it'll hold it just like that. And I'm going to do the other one more time. You're going to fold it a third this way and then a third this way. So it's like a little accordion. And then once you get it like this, you're going to spread it. Make a little V right here. You're going to make a V, a little V right here. And then you're going to put a piece of tape here. And then you're going to flip it over and do the same. Put a piece of tape here. So you have this versus this. And they both are super, like I said, popular. I'm going to stand up and see which one I want to use for right now. I'm going to put this one up to my flowers. And then I'm going to put this one up to it. I'm just going to use this one for right now. So I'm going to make 6 of them, and I'm going to alternate the colors. I may only use 4, but you don't know until you put it around your flowers. You can also use tissue paper. You don't have to use this, but this is waterproof. So flowers are wet. These flowers are wet. So I don't have to worry about my tissue paper tearing. Let me knock this off. We're dirty over here. And then I laid it on the ground where it's like, where I was just cutting all that flower stuff. Like, I did it to myself. I totally did it to myself. So once I get this like this, I'm going to put a big piece of tape right there. I'm going to put 2 pieces since. All right, let's fold another one. We're going to separate those 2 points, flatten, and then we're going to fold this over like so. And then we're going to flatten. I think I got 3 more to make. You can flatten this. Like, it'll take a good crease. It'll take a crease, so flatten it so it can be nice and crisp. Just smooth it out. I did just put this on the glue gun. We got a little melty right here, but nobody's gonna see that. I got 2 more to do. I'm trying to keep them. I just don't even know what to say. I'm gonna take this one back loose. But they have these with different kind of prints on them. Like, you don't have to get these kind. These are like more of the popular kind that everyone uses. But they have some that have like different prints, like news prints, words, I love you, solid ones. You totally don't have to get these kind. You totally don't. Totally don't have to. All right, so this is probably enough, but I'm just gonna make 1 more. You still will need one of these to go around your outside. This pack did come with some ribbon. You don't have to use ribbon. Some people just use a nice piece of most people use ribbon, but you don't have to use ribbon. You can use ribbon. You can use a nice piece of twine, which I do have as well. That can make it cute. So we have 3 of each for now. Okay, so how I'm going to start putting this on right here, I'm going to put it where I think it needs to go. And I need to attach this without messing it up. This is where I go to sit this on my legs. It's better for me. I need to attach this here at about the right height where I need it. And that's about good right there. I need to attach this. I can attach this with a piece of tape around here or a little bit of hot glue. Either or. With the hot glue, you're going to have to hold it a little bit. With the tape, you might not have to. Just until you get, you know, more around to have them attached. I'm trying to find my tape. Now keep in mind, I told you I have a lot of foam everywhere. I'm going to put a piece of tape here, and I'm just going to wrap it around whichever skewer is closest to that end. It's helpful to have another hand, have someone else come and help you, because you don't want anything to mess up. I'm using my teeth. I'm using my teeth to try to cut the tape. I'm going to wrap that around and stick it there. Now when I finish, I will have another one wrapped around here that'll hold it. But for now, you know, I'm trying to attach these right here. So if you think it is sturdy enough, you can always lay it down like this as well. Recording the video, so be quiet. I need help real quick. I just need your hands. So you might be in it, but just put your hands, hold this up right here. Yep. You can get on your knees if you want to. Okay. So the green mossy foamy, the green dry foam is everywhere. And so it's causing everything not to stick. But it's okay, because I'm going to use her for a second while I put this on here. All right, twist. Twist around. All right, I'm going in with this another one right here. I'm just going to tape one to the other for now. Twist. Just like so. I wasn't supposed to do that. See, even I mess up too, because the white one goes there. So I'm simply gonna cut this tape and unpeel that one, because the white one goes next. I told her to get on her knees. It'll take a second. Okay, we're going back in. Twist, twist. Taping it to the same exact one that it was just taped to. Okay, now another pink one. Like a bobblehead. Yeah. Put a piece of tape here. We're gonna twist, twist. All right, a piece of white.
Oh, one thing.
No, it's fine. A piece of white. What color is this? Pink?
Yes.
Well, I'm just gonna put this white one right here. I wanted me to stay out of the film, but hey. Oh my God. This is a lot. We just need another piece of tape. So 4 went around it, but like I said, you're still gonna use more. You can double layer it. Twist. Twist it around again. Now I'm just gonna go back around it, and I'm gonna use some tape to like make it stay up. Keep twisting. This is the secret they don't want to tell you. Keep twisting. Just make sure you use some clear satin see-through tape so it can still look pretty. Okay, that looks great. And so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get 2 more pieces I'll get one of each. We're almost done. Slide it over. Slide it. I mean, you can hold it. Move it out of the way. Move it. You can move it. We're going to get 2 more pieces. And we're going to crisscross applesauce them like this because we have to cover up the bottom now. So put it in the middle. Right there. And then, all right, grab the outside of it. No, grab it right here. And you are going to fold and press. Fold and press. Like you're gathering it up neatly. All right, you want to push and fold your side. See if you can do it. Just press it and fold it. There you go. Just like so. And once you get it up neat, press it and fold it. Hold it right here. Once you get it up neat right here, then you're going to get you got it? You're going to get you some of this floral ribbon. It comes in all different colors, shapes, and sizes. And this says love is eternal. And then we're going to cut us a piece. And I do not have my scissors right here. I don't know where they are. So I'm just going to cut it with here. You're going to wrap this around here. You got it? Mm-hmm. Move your hands back for a second. All right. And then you're going to make you a nice tight bow here. And then you're going to tie a bow here. But guess what? I cut my ribbon too short to tie a bow. A long, pretty bow. I'm going to redo it. You see my scissors?
No.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it right this time. Cut a long piece. And then you're going to wrap it around. I'm not going to take the other one off. Oh, hold on. Make sure the words are the right way. I did the first one tight. I'm going to do this one loose so you can see the words. And I'm simply going to cut it off where that knot is, where the last one is. I'm going to do this one loose so you can see the words. And this will be much better if I had 4 hands. And then I'm going to cut, make a pretty bow here. And I'm just going to let the ribbon hang. Just like so. And I'm going to cut these when I find some scissors. So we have it wrapped. And we have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful heart. Look at that. We have candy. We have roses. We have money. I've been looking for these scissors. She just came out of the room with them. I've been looking for them. And so, I've been looking for these, for real. Don't have kids, my advice. Because they're going to take all your stuff. All your crafting supplies that you work so hard for. It's going to be missing, and you're going to wonder why, and they're going to have it. So, just my personal advice. So, this looks freaking amazing. This looks so good. So good, so good, so good. It looks so good. Actually, I have to straighten something up. And I have to fix something. And then it'll look good. But before your customer comes, you know, you're going to make sure that you have everything popping like it's supposed to be. So I had to fix the heart, twist, twist, turn this around, twist, twist. have one more that popped loose. It's an easy fix. All you do is flap this down, put your tape back where it needs to go. I have one that won't twist like I want it to, so I'm gonna dig in harder and make sure everything else is how it needs to be. And then I'll go again. Now it's perfect. Beautiful heart. And y'all know me. I have to, you know, I be doing some things. So this is going to be for somebody who absolutely loves, you know, certain things. So I'm going to fill this with that certain thing. I got the template in there for you. The template is, I got two templates. I got one template that's for the bigger dome. You know, these domes right here. I have one template that's for this dome. And then I have one template for this dome that came from, you know, I want to say it came from Hobby Lobby. Is what I want to say. No, it came from Michael's. So these are the ones that have the little sticky. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this. Wrong one. I'm going to fill this. Then I'm going to, hold on, that might be the right one. Hold on. Let's see. It's this one. I shouldn't have pulled them both out at the same time. All right. So yes. So I'm going to fill this with, you know, whatever. And then I'm going to put the little top on. I'm going to glue it down. Once I glue it down, like this, I'm going to tape it to the top of this candy. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to put 2 cigars right here.